Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Gamer Jealous, and I'm starting to play through HyperDimension Neptunia Mark 2 because I haven't beat this yet. Every time I try to beat this game, I end up playing another game and forgetting where to go next. So I'm gonna do a whole playthrough to see how I can beat the game, and yeah. And I hope you enjoy the commentary and stuff, and let's get into the game.
ゲームは部屋を明るくしてテレビから離れて遊ぼう。名人との約束だ。
Oh, it's like, and I probably won't be talking in like cutscenes, so they can like listen over what's going on. But when it's in game, then I will be talking. So this is a little heads up.
That's all. Not yet. Futile.
No way! Not even my sister and the other CPUs can stand up to her! No! Please, stop this! If things go on like this, game industry will be reduced to rubble!
20XX. Game industry faces a dire crisis. Shops are boarded up, creators are overworked and starving, and death looms over all game industry men. However, humanity perseveres on. In years past, the deserted lands of game industry were known as the realm of chaos. Since the advent of ASIC, the R4 syndicate of international crime, morality has all but vanished. As much as 80% of all students are rumored to worship the being known as R4. Parents, knowing this a poor object to worship, went ahead and taught their children to do so. The government turned a blind eye instead of crushing this crisis in its infancy. Thus, game industry fell into complete and utter disarray. The citizens have come to accept all of the corruption as normal. They take no issue with acquiring items illegally. Those who were victims of this mentality became exhausted and were sent to wander the game industry graveyard forever. Compa and IF are now experiencing that very thing. Welcome to the game industry graveyard.
This is the game industry graveyard, huh? We're finally here.
Yes, it seems that way.
You're scared already? Stop stuttering.
Well, look around us. So many creepy, crawly monsters. This is the place where those who have passed on all end up. All of those you see here were once denizens of game industry. Is that really true?
Yes, geez, it's true. Why don't you just wait here?
No way, Iffy. I can't sit still. I want to save Nep, Gigi, and all of the other CPUs.
Well, yeah, me too. Nep's been incommunicado for 3 years.
Doesn't she realize how worried we are?
Everything is as it should be. They will all be just fine, even with severe injuries, so long as they possess the Sherasite.
It's a crystallization of people's faith. So, I guess you're right. All right, Compa. Let's find our friends and drag them back home if we have to. Yes, ma'am! We've walked for a long time. We sure have. I wonder where they're all hiding. Yikes! Yikes? Really? Don't startle me like that. I heard someone's voice. I heard someone, Iffy! Yeah, I got that. Do you know which direction it came from? I think it was that way. Over there? Okay, let's find out. Oh, please wait for me! Don't leave me all alone, Iffy! There they are! Yo, Nep!
Every time I see this, it's like a slight. Well, no, some reason. Every time when I see this part, it's like a slight hentai-ish like look. I guess that's why the game is like rated with a different rating with Mark II. That's how I feel about it.
Oh no! GG too! Even the other CPUs! This is a horrible way to keep hostages. Who could be responsible for this? Nep, pull yourself together! Hey, you hear me, Nep? She's out cold. Jeez, what the hell are all these tentacle cord things?
Force alone cannot rend those bindings. Compa, please use the Sherasite.
Sure, let me just... I know I keep it near the bottom of my purse, next to my band-aids.
I cannot allow you to do that!
Who are you? Get out of here!
Fools! Welcome to your graveyard. I've been kept here for 3 years. I've grown bored, so you better be fun little toys to play with!
I don't really get his rambling, but he seems fired up. I'll handle him, Compa. You hurry and get the CPUs. Yes! Gigi! Are you waking up? Compa? I think that I'm so glad. Okay then, let's free the other CPUs. Ah!
Frail, so miserably frail. This isn't fun at all. Come on, do something entertaining!
Nep gear! Sorry, not the best noise for you to hear right after waking up, huh? Be careful. His strength is beyond anything I could have imagined. I'll back you up too. We must hold him off until all the CPUs wake back up. I'll fight too.
It's been a while since I played this.
As a CPU, I want to defend everyone!
Alright, let's... Wait, that's all I can do? I can't do any other time?
Multiple beam launcher overdrive! Full power!
It's funny how every time we get hit, we take damage.
I'll put everything into this one stroke!
Is that all? Is that really the extent of your power?
Our attacks aren't phasing him. Compa, how are Nep and the others? reviving at all!
This may indicate the power of the Sherasite is insufficient.
No way! What are we supposed to do?
Are we going to lose? No! I refuse to give up!
Enough! Nothing is more cumbersome than dealing with weaklings. I'll throw you right out of this world!
No! I can't! I'm not strong enough! Wait! If we use all the Sherasite's power, we might pull through!
Ah!
Yeah!
What's this light? My eyes! My eyes! My eyes!
It's working! Way to go, Gear!
Did we make it?
Gigi? Please be alright! What's wrong? If you pass out now...
Unforgivable! Once my visual system reboots, I will tear you all to pieces!
Please retreat. We cannot handle the situation given our current condition.
Copy that! Compa, we're carrying Gear out of here! Yes! Looks like we got away. Gigi is a lot heavier than she looks. She's the only one we managed to rescue. What's more,
The Sherasite cracked when Gigi used it. I don't think we can even try to rescue the CPUs now.
Do not be discouraged. Saving Nepgear is worthy of praise. You have accomplished something great.
what should we do now, Histoire?
Please return to Planetoon. I am certain Nepgear would like to sleep in her own bed. I also wish to learn what exactly transpired 3 years ago.
Divine Oratorio.
So we enter the first chapter.
Good morning.
Finally! Do you know how long we've been worrying about you?
I'm so glad. You've been sleeping for days and we were concerned. I took your vital signs every 3 hours.
Has your illness receded?
Yes. I feel like I'm back to normal.
I apologize, Nepgear. I am responsible for this debacle. It was I who sent you all out on a fool's errand.
Huh? No! I was going to apologize first. It's not your fault. I just wasn't strong enough.
I must ask you to recount what occurred in the graveyard 3 years ago. Can you do this for me?
Sure.
Impossible! Game industry CPUs were bested by a single opponent?
It's hard for me to believe, too. Those girls are tough, like cold sores. I don't think that's a compliment. What's going to happen to game industry? I mean, it's been 3 years since the CPUs lost the battle there, right?
The situation is dire, I am afraid. ASIC has taken control of the world. Everyone knows of them and their power.
R4's heretical followers are handing out illegal chips like candy.
People like getting these gifts for free, so they start to believe in ASIC. And it took us such a long time to gather enough faith to make that tiny piece of Sherasite.
With the CPUs all in captivity, it's only natural that people stop believing in them. We failed to save them, too.
My supposition is that ASIC's primary objective is to revive their guardian deity. Should the current situation persist, it is but a matter of time.
Can't we do anything about it?
Yes, one way yet remains. The Sisters of the CPUs, the CPU candidates, remain free. This includes you, Nepgear.
Me? You mean the other CPUs have sisters too?
Indeed. The only individuals with the ability to regain the shares of game industry are the CPU candidates. Should we restore the world's shares to a fair level, the crime syndicate and its members will weaken.
Regain shares on my sister's behalf? Can I really do that? I want to save her. I want to restore order to the world. But that powerful monster... There's no way I stand a chance.
Isn't that a bit idealistic? If they spawn faster than we can act, it'll be another fool's errand.
Yes. Even the goddesses that people already worship were defeated easily.
I do have another ray of hope. You can request aid from each nation's mascot character.
Nations have mascots?
Quite so. When the mascot is recognized worldwide, it creates order in a manner akin to what the true goddess desired. These mascots reside in each nation, providing prosperity and an abundance of sustenance to the nation's citizens. In the instance of unusual events, they support the CPUs to quell evil. They have at least that much power.
I didn't know mascots were such powerful heroes.
However, we have yet to acquire reliable information on their whereabouts. I am in the process of researching and tracking down the Planetoon mascot. I will notify you once I learn something. Meanwhile, can you begin by regaining some of Planetoon's shares? This should also prove to be a good rehabilitation exercise for Nepgear.
Well, yeah, she's been tied up by those cord things for 3 years. It's time to stretch her legs a bit.
This kind of sucks. To being strapped around cords for 3 years. Like, how do you eat or... Oh, it's a video game. I'm not really eating.
Hey, you listening to us, Gear?
Oh, yes! I'm always listening.
But you just dazed out like you did.
I trust you all to complete this task. I nearly forgot. Allow me to also entrust you with this.
What's this? A toy?
This is an N-Gear, a very functional device your sister loves. I am sure it will come in handy on your travels.
Alright, so we about to do some quests, just kill some monsters and level up. I haven't played this game in like a good while, man. Virtual forest we gotta go to. I think we gotta kill some Dugos, so I think that's for the Dugoos or Dugo. Whatever. Alright, so I already know about this part. I have forgot about this part. Let's talk to a few people first. Here's the event. So I guess it's like a secret agent or a spy, a spy. Alright, I think there's one more event right here. I think it's by Compa. Yep. I really do like the drawing in the game. If like the whole game's like this style instead of the 3D style, like I would appreciate it more. This 2D than 3D. Alright, so let's go in the shop and see any items. I don't think I need anything right now. I don't think I need anything right now. No new weapons. Wait, which one should I get? Oh, I'll definitely get this for Neptunia, and I'll just give this one to Compa. I don't know which one to decide for. Which one should I get? Actually, I get the leather bracelet for IF, and oh shoot, I was going to get two. Do I need anything else for Neptunia? No, not really. Compa. I guess that's it. I'm gonna get a couple of health potions. Oh, well, nah. Actually, let me save my money. I don't think I'm gonna die in this. It's like the first level. Alright, so let's get a quest. And I can't get it. Oh yeah, we already accepted one. I already know how. I still remember how this works. Yes, no luck there. Alright, so we got plan 2, we go to virtual forest. Right now I need to equip my weapons. Make her slightly stronger. Yep. There we go. Oh, no, I'm not now. Alright. Oh yeah, virtual forest. Let's go. I already know how to do this. Alright, so square is to attack, circle is search around for items for a bit.
Oh, what is this?
Alright, so I guess, so we about to go into battle and face this monster real quick.
No matter who we face, we cannot run. Move it! Excellent.
There we
Enemy
go.
defeated.
Oh, I can't reach to this guy. Whatever.
I've been waiting. I'm ready.
I still can't understand this. Even though Kama got a syringe and she uses a syringe like a gun, like I should get like such short range to shoot. Come on, she's like a gunner. see I
isn't
can
it?
kill 2 at once. There we go.
I may look young, but I'm Planeton's CPU candidate.
Alright, so that was like a slight easy kill. It's funny that Nepgear lines is goodness. Like everything, sometimes when she shot, she says goodness a lot. I like that kid. She's like one of my favorite characters. And they form into one with Hugo. I don't know their true name. Are those little like jelly monsters? So Nepgear cannot transform, is how I read it. I never really filled this up. I gotta fill this up this time.
Don't belittle me because
My
I'm
turn.
just a CPU candidate.
Alright, so let's kill this giant ass jelly thing that likes to smile. Why are you smiling? You're about to die.
Get ready! Get ready!
I'll use my true power.
Gotcha! I'm so excited! Are you ready? Watch out! Ah! There! Let me handle this. Move it!
That was easy.
One! It was a combined effort. I have to grow even stronger.
And we leveled up.
I
Hopefully
did it.
everybody leveled up.
Now go stronger
There we
and
go.
stronger.
Alright, so I'm gonna end the playthrough right here. And yeah. And I hope you keep watching.